Hello there YouTube, it's me, Delta for Delta Gaming, and I'm going to be showing off my picks for the top 10 traps in Minecraft. Now these are a lot more like trolling traps. Now some of them I made myself, but some of them I took from other users. I hope you enjoy the video, and I will talk to you guys at the end of this video. For this first trap, you're going to need to have someone that has an iron door and a pressure plate outside of their house. Now for this one I have placed a dispenser and a splash potion of weakness inside of that dispenser and replace the pressure plate on top of it. Now, after that occurs, you need to find a place where they have a wall that you can go back into and place a painting over it, and it give you a little bit of a pocket to where you can spawn a mob inside of it, like this one right here. It doesn't have to be very big, but it needs to be able to have a zombie or something inside of it. Once you place the zombie or something inside of it, now there's no guarantee that he's going to stay in there, but after you do, when the person walks inside, he's going to be caught off guard because he won't see him coming, like this villager. Now there is a downside to this one. If the zombie doesn't stay inside his little secret compartment or whatnot, he's going to run around and he's going to see him and he's going to kill it. So the trap does have a downside, and that's why this one is number 10. It's secret, but it's not very good. You can rig a redstone system to where when he steps on the pressure plate, he activates a dispenser and then it spawns the zombie, but that takes a lot of digging up his floors and he may get caught in the process. Now I'm sure everyone's heard of this one or have seen it. It's the O panic button, and when you step on the pressure plate, he gets sucked down inside because the gravity falls with the gravel and the TNT. Mine is a lot more devastating. Instead of being able to escape like I just did, you fall deeper, and you fall in lava, so if the TNT doesn't kill you, the lava will, and it will burn all the stuff that you have in your hand. This next one is basically the same concept, except this one's a little more complex. So, you see a chest inside of there. Well, there's obviously a button here, but the button doesn't open the door. It just pulls the floor out from underneath you. And how that works is I've put the iron door on backwards. Instead of it opening and allowing someone to walk through, it's jammed and it won't open. It can only be opened from the opposite side. And the best part is they won't see it because it's on top of the block above the door, so they won't notice that there's a trap. See, it opens. And see, when I push it, the button, it closes and then it opens again, and the floor works. But when I flip the switch, there's already power going to it, and since a lever is a constant flow of power, it won't cut off. So the button just pulls the pistons instead of the door. This next one is really complex and quite frankly won't work unless you have someone that has a slab floor. Now, this one, you step on the pressure plate, and when you come off the pressure plate, something pops up out of the ground. It's really cool, and quite frankly, it's pretty awesome in my opinion. But the redstone work required, and the fact that if you get something wrong and it sees you and you step on it as you go on your way out, it could destroy the entire trap. Now, it's really fun to mess with it, but if you use creepers and you do this inside somebody's house and you trap yourself inside of it, they're going to be really mad that you magically blew up their house, and you can say you blame the creeper, but if they know you're a troll, you're screwed. Now, the redstone simple is somewhat easy. See what I mean? Complex. Would you hurry up and die already? Anyway, it's very simple, just a short time delay in between these two redstone repeaters, and you need a sticky piston, a half slab, a dispenser, a redstone torch, and some redstone. It's very simple. The redstone torch applies constant power to both of these items, but when the dispenser cuts on, after you activate this pressure plate that has a little bitty dot of redstone, when that redstone cuts on, it disables the torch. If I can get a block to land on it. Oh right, it's not wooden. Anyway, see, when I step on it, it cuts off the redstone torch's power, disabling the piston to suck back down the half slab block. And when it cuts back on, given the time delay, the dispenser is able to shoot out a skeleton or whatever you have in there. Anyway, it's able to shoot one out, and then it automatically pushes itself back up. Now, only half slabs will work on this. That's why I say it's practically useless unless someone uses a half slab floor. And if you're going to do it, I recommend you use something that doesn't burn up in daylight. Anyway, we're here at this little bitty house, and this is a landmine that, well, it blows up instantaneously. Let's just move on. It's self-explanatory. Oh no, this guy's trapped, but he's getting hit by... Wait, what's he getting hit by? I love the potion of invisibility. It's the greatest thing that everyone should have if they're a troll. And I also like, if you're playing with people that are online, I recommend that instead of zombies, you use skeletons. Because if you use skeletons, they'll only be able to see the bow, and they won't know what hit them. See what I mean? Just the bows. Now, on the downside, the bows are a little bit obvious, so unless they're in a cave or a dark cave somewhere, someone's more likely going to see the bows and still be able to shoot at them. But if they're in a dark cave, they're just not going to be able to see them. It's going to be out of nowhere. Perfect sniper and perfect camouflage. Now, I was hit by the splash potion of invisibility too, so I'm not entirely sure if they'll see me. Oh, wait, yeah, they do. I don't even know what that guy's doing. Really? You're not even gonna help? You're just gonna sit there? You're the worst guard dog ever. No treats for you. We're back at Sad Larry's house. His funeral's already over. Anyway, this next trap is really annoying. Ice is one thing that people rarely consider using during trolls. What you can do is make pillars in every other space of the house, preferably in corners. Now, after you make the ice, you need to put some make sure it's not packed ice, but you need to put some glowstone on top of it. And after you've got the glowstone lit in the place nice up, you need to put some ice back on top of it. Now, once this ice melts, there will be, now because this is ice, when it melts, and since it's over top of a block, it's going to spawn a water source. So which means not only do they have to run around and break everything else, they have to fight a water current too. And this also gives you the chance to not be in the house when the stuff goes down. Alright, now that I'm in survival, I'm going to break this little bit of ice right here to create a source block. Demonstrate to you what happens if they try and break it. See? So if they have any carpet or redstone lying around on the floor, that's automatically going to be ruined. Now, if the one on the top melts, it's going to create 2 source blocks. And so that means they have to deal with 2 of them if they try and break the glowstone. The next one is somewhat of a personal favorite of mine. Orbital Bombardment. It's a classic, and since I'm a Star Wars fan, I really love it. The only problem is it's really high up, and the fact that fire charges are very hard to come by, and if you're in survival, could make this very deadly, and quite frankly, very expensive venture. But the results, in my opinion, are very well worth it. Considering the fact that if you get up this high, there's nothing they can do to stop you, because, I mean, you're all the way up here. I mean, what are they going to do? They're down there. And since fire charges spread out after they're shot out of a dispenser, it's very deadly. It's basically covering this little village that I made. Only things that are surviving are the doors and the beds and the glowstone. I feel somewhat bad for these guys. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm a horrible person. Now, there is another downside to this. if you use it too much for too long, it could glitch out things and make it fire really slowly, but that doesn't diminish the fact that it's deadly. And it's also very intimidating. I mean, if you saw this come when you stepped outside of your house, what would be the first thing you would do if you didn't have a pail of water running? If you didn't have a pail of water, I would probably run around and panic too. You just got done mining all the resources the Nether could offer, and you're welcome home to buy this. The slowest and most annoying death any Minecrafter could possibly face. Now, there is some downsides to this. You have to source all of these materials, and if your opponent's smart, he'll throw all of his good stuff up over there on the ledge before he falls to his death. But the worst part is you have to source all of the obsidian, the lava, and the cobwebs, which are not easy to come by. But once you get it all right, you will have no friends left once you use this on them. Sinister. Okay, here it is. Number 1. This is probably the most complex out of all the traps that I've made, but it's also the most annoying. Because if it's in a wood house, it burns down the house, and it's also very loud. So if you have your volume up on your TV or your laptop, please, you may want to consider turning it down. Alright, there's a pressure plate up there that sends a redstone signal down to this redstone torch, which cuts it off, and then powers the piston, which then breaks the redstone signal before it has time to reactivate, which then activates that generator and fires a rapid fire charge into that dispenser, which then quickly spawns this deadly concoction of wolves and blazes. Whew, that was a mouthful. So you not only do you get the noise of the wolves, if you try and attack the blazes, and you miss and hit a wolf inside of your house, all the wolves are going to come at you along with the blazes. And since blazes shoot fire charges, if they miss you and hit your house, and you're in wood, bye-bye house. And that's why this trap is not only annoying, it's destructive and very loud. That's why I love it so much. Although it's kind of cruel to the dogs. Given the fact that this thing is very large, it clearly is not flawless. If someone has a basement onto their house, you can cancel this trap right out of the book because it is not happening. And also, it takes a whole lot to do, a whole lot of time to build it. So if you get caught in the act, you're going to feel really, really, really stupid. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this traps video. You guys can look at this video anytime that you want to give you an idea of some traps that you want to build. I highly encourage you to do this, but just so you know, these things are very evil, and I lost 2 friends while I was doing these on some of my friends. So use these traps on your people wisely, have fun, and I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe on to which of the traps was your favorite. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all later.